Under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees. It's
and
Yankees baseball, and it comes your way next.
2022 New York Yankees.
Kenny Rogers gets the ball for the Yankees in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy is doing quite a job against lefties. He's held lefties to an under 200 batting average to start the season, so he's doing a lot of things right when the lefties step into the batter's box.
So now into the box is Rod Carew, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Philadelphia, the second baseman, Rod Carew.
Now here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball one. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead, you start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And there's one down now. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
You know, Matty, I took a look at this lineup today and getting a chance to talk to some of the guys around the cage. One thing that they preached to me was the fact that they were dead last in the league in grounding into double plays, and well aware of the fact that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They give themselves a chance when they're putting guys on base to drive in runs and not get that 2-for-1 sale.
276 the average coming in for him. 13 home runs and 37 RBIs. Rogers has racked up over 70 innings on the mound with an ERA under 2. Lucky to get anything off of him. And there's out number 2.
That in third, the center fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So stepping in is Andrew McCutchen. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. High in the air down the right field line, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Only 1 strike away from throwing a very strong first inning to begin the ball game. He looks sharp.
And a fastball swung on and missed, and his side is retired. Phillies down in order, and now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Zach Eflin, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy was pretty good in this last one. He lasted into the 7th inning. He ended up taking the loss, but he pitched awfully well, and sometimes a line score can be deceiving. He pitched much better than taking a loss pitching into the 7th inning.
And now, Derek Jeter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now the pitch. The pitch. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Made him look silly with that one.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. He'll try again, 1-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Derek Jeter is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the first.
Williams.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will. And Show Track tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Here comes Tino Martinez. Strike taken to throw. Skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up. I noticed he had a big lead there at second, so I wasn't surprised when he took off, but that lead didn't pay off as he still gets caught trying to swipe third.
2 out, nobody on. 2 balls and a strike to the Yankees first baseman. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in winners of 2 straight and looking to get things turned around in what hasn't been all that amazing a stretch for them.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like these were huge games, whether it's earlier in the season or later in the season, to find a way to get to 500. You feel like you can start fresh and start pushing in a different direction. You cannot continue to ride that seesaw of win one, lose one. This team has to get hot. Starts today.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good battle. Count remains full. The next 3-2. Skied into straightaway right. Harper has a read on it. And that retires the side. Nothing in the Yankee first. We'll head to the second at the stadium with no score. Here's Bryce Harper now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First delivery to him.
Bryce Harper.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, that's the spot right there for an 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider in the dirt, especially with the bases empty.
Now a curveball misses inside.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Canseco arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
very weakly on the ground. No score here as we play inning number 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder, and now it'll kick around in the corner. The throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
C.J. Cron is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Looked to be a sinker there, up in the zone a bit, but called a strike. Ready with the 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. McCutchen, the runner at second with one away. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
To the plate now, Minnie Minoso. 1-0 the count. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ball 4. At the plate now is JT Realmuto, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks as the numbers there tell you the whole story, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and the inning will end as they're unable to cash in with 2 outs. Phillies leave a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Digging in now for the Yankees, Jose Canseco. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First offering. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. And a good eye as he lays off, and the count moves to 2-1 now on the Yankee left fielder.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And he struck him out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
So now to the plate, Cecil Fielder, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Windup and the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away. So now to the plate, Tim Raines looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. He hits it hard on the ground to the left, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Boy, Dero, the game of baseball has changed. There's so much velocity in the game. That was a 96-mile-an-hour fastball that he smoked the other way.
Yeah, you have to keep your front shoulder tucked right there. You have to honor. When a guy's throwing that hard, 96 miles an hour, you have to honor that fastball and try and work it the other way to keep you on the off speed.
Reined in. Carew, the last man to touch the ball in the inning. That retires the side. One left for the Yankees. We'll move to the third with no score. And stepping in, Gene Segura. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout. This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Segura behind on a 1-2 count.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Williams patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Stepping in next, Rod Carew. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Next, it'll be Alec Bohm. He bounced out last time up. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Scooped up, throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Home half of the third coming up, no score. And now here is Jorge Posada. Power is a big part of his game, of course, entering the contest 5th in the American League home run race. And he lays off there, 1-0. In there, 1-1.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he squares this one nicely, and it's lined into center field for a leadoff single. The relay, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
Batting done.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Segura, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The batter, number 2.
Next for New York, Derek Jeter. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
High and deep to left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2-1 the count. Sinker misses there, and now he's in trouble. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Throw over to first, and he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Tino Martinez is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Williams leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Runners going. Pitch outside. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but into the box, Andrew McCutchen. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Back up the middle. And that'll get on through into center, and he's got himself a 1-out hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
The 0-2 home. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
C.J. Cron is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Struck out in his first at-bat. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia. They still trail 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th.
Leading off
and that brings up
Yankees,
Tino Martinez.
the first baseman, Tino Martinez.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
The 1-0.
That's a ball.
Three and 0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
The 3-0. And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Jose Canseco stands in as he looks at ball 1 here.
He's certainly searching out there on the mound. 5 straight balls in a row. You have to take a strike as a hitter right here.
The 1-0 home.
Ball, that's it.
Well, that's 6 straight balls here to begin the inning, so I think it's a good time to head to the mound to try to slow him down a little bit. A lot of times when guys aren't throwing strikes, they're rushing through their delivery.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Martinez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Fouled off. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Well, it's obvious he wanted absolutely no part of the 3 or 4 hole hitters, but he's got to focus here because this kind of 5 hole is just as dangerous.
Next up is Cecil Fielder. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's set, and the pitch.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
Turned on down the line, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch, and the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Segura for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
The right fielder, number 31.
That's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Into the box now, Tim Raines. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 outs here with a runner at third. 1-1. Same pitch that time, the sinker, but it looked like he made a good adjustment with it.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. Released it from out front much better that time. I just think he wasn't real happy with the first one he threw, so he wanted to get the feel back for it.
2-1, here it is. Fouled away. Two and 2. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2 and 2. The men on third with 2 down. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Now it'll be Minnie Minoso. Worked a walk his first time up as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next to hit, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. Softly hit toward the hole. And that's the 2nd out. So 2 out, nobody on. And that'll bring in Gene Segura. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Phillies down in order. It remains 1-0. The next batter is Alfonso Soriano. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
For the Yankees.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Alfonso.
Well thrown sinker that time, down, but in the strike zone. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Is a slider taken for a ball.
Count is 2-1.
And a curveball drops in on 2-1. 2-2 now.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
The catcher, Jorge.
Snatched out of midair at first base for out number 2.
Up
next, here is Wade Boggs, grounded out in his last at bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter,
now at the plate, Derek Jeter drove in a run with a sac fly last time up. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one position.
And the second baseman is there to make the play, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Digging in will be Rod Carew. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Now the 2-0. Now a flare out toward right center. Soriano moving to his left. 1 out.
Up next for Philadelphia, the third baseman, Alec Bohm.
That brings up Alec Bohm. And now the first pitch. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Into the corner and slicing foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. 2 out, nobody on. Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in once again is Bernie Williams. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Bernie
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Williams is really a unique kind of hitter. He bats from both sides of the plate, but what makes him so special is his ability to hit for power from both sides.
Yeah, and this is a manager's dream. This does not come down the pike too often. Even in today's game with the best 750 players in the world, there are very few players with the skill set that this guy possesses.
Count even at 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. This is on the ground over to first. Reined in, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Now to bat, Tino Martinez. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded to first. He's got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 30.
Darryl Strawberry will pinch hit here with 2 outs and the bases empty.
Darryl Strawberry.
First pitch on its way. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He'll enter play right at .333. A dozen home runs and 41 RBIs. That evens it up 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses. 2-1. Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So they get a 2-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And we find that these guys are currently 3rd best in the AL in that department. Now a move over to first. And another throw over. A dive, but he's back. At the plate now, Cecil Fielder. A pitch out. The throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch. Darryl Strawberry will stay in the ballgame now and take over in left field.
Now playing left field.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. 2 balls and a strike now. And a swing and a miss. Does that look like self-defense there? It's 2-2.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, who was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Raines is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 25.
So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring up the big first baseman, C.J. Cron. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Going back is the left fielder. Throwing to second. And he will make it up to second as he advances on the throwing miscue. My goodness.
Number 9.
Wow, when I heard that and saw it leave his bat, I thought we were going to be all tied up, but it just didn't have enough to get out of here, so he's going to have to settle for a double. Tying run on second, and now things are officially getting interesting.
The 0-1 offering. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. Cron stands at second with 2 gone. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Archie Bradley gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home 7th.
Number 23, Archie Bradley.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And next will be the imposing power bat, Cecil Fielder.
Cecil Fielder.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Behind 0-2 now. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a field thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bradley has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2.
Man, that pitch had the look of a fastball. Straight changeup, and the bottom fell out of it.
And he fouls this one off. 1 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Alfonso Soriano stands in as he There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Harper, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. And now in the box, JT Realmuto. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Popped him up. Martinez has a play. 1 out. Next to stand in is Gene Segura. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. This pitch is popped up. And he'll squeeze this one for the second out.
Now batting, second baseman, Rod Carew.
Digging in now for Philadelphia. Rod Carew flew out last time up. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Behind 0-2 now.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Phillies down in order. They're on the short end of a 1.
Leading up for the Yankees, the catcher, Jorge.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Back goes Harper. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, the third
Next to
baseman,
dig in, Wade Boggs. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away to that outer part of the zone. This left-handed batter right here has got 2 decisions to make. Is he going to ground out to second base all day, or is he going to drive the ball the other way?
Harper is there. 2 down.
now batting,
Up next, Derek Jeter. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. Weak grounder down the line at third. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they're stepping up is Alec Bohm. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. 0-1 the count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today. Pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Raines moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Now to the plate, here is Andrew McCutchen. Struck out in his last trip to the plate. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2. And with 1 out in the 9th, he's just now coming up on his 100th pitch of the ball game.
Yeah, Matty, he's going to finish this one on adrenaline if he's allowed to. We'll see how the manager plays this one. I know guys like Dan Plesac were locked and loaded in this position.
Oh, this is right now a dream if you're out in that bullpen right now. Your starting pitcher gets you into the ninth inning. The guys that, if they do get up in the ninth inning, these are the best relievers, and they're just lurking out there. What a terrific job up to this point.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Bryce Harper. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
A ball and a strike.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2. Philly down to their last strike. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters.
And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The New York Yankees, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Kenny Rogers earned his 9th win of the year, and it's a dandy, a complete game, 3-hit performance. Zach Eflin is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.